back everyone for some more Ace Attorney Dual Destinies. We're continuing on with the Day 2 of trial in the case against Juniper Woods, and we are going to continue listening to testimony from Hugh O'Connor, who we found out a few things about him that were interesting, which I'm not going to say in case you guys didn't watch the last episode, which I would highly recommend doing so before watching this. But if you're all caught up and looking forward to this, then... well, before that, I hope you guys have an awesome day today. Hope you guys doing well. But if you did watch the last episode, I highly recommend not missing this one either, because I'm expecting us to really blast things open when it comes to actually finding out the true nature of Hugh O'Connor. So without further ado... witness testimony. Hugh's confession. You won't believe this, but I used a body double. That wasn't the real me at the mock trial. That means I didn't almost lose. My body double almost did. I slipped out stealthily while my double took care of the child. I had to run out of the campus. In short, I'm the killer. Juniper's innocent. What? I have a question I was hoping the defense and prosecution might help answer. This is just me, does the witness's testimony make no sense at all? No, it's not just you, Your Honor. All I got from listening to that was a head. Yeah, that was just plain weird. Especially the whole thing about a body double. Well, I'm relieved it's not just me. In the prosecution? Your boldness. Summon an ambulance this instant. The witness is stark, raving mad. Yes, I think that would be for the best. Now then, let's pretend that never happened and move on to my verdict. Let's go ahead and save. You people don't believe me? It's not a matter of not believing you, it's more along the lines of questioning your sanity. Yeah, the funny farm just called. They want their genius back. Shut your pie holes. The intellect of a genius transcends even logic. Besides, don't you guys have that weird device with testimony like this?
Objection!
Widget's not a weird device and I don't waste him on ridiculous testimonies. Easy there, Tiger. Hey there, Travoto. Think of it this way. We don't want a verdict to be passed just yet, so how about we give Widget a try? Well, this is against my better judgment, but I'd like to conduct a short therapy session. Your better judgment? I'm a judge and it's far beyond mine, yet I find it hard to say no. Prosecutor Blackwell, I trust you have no objections? Prosecutor Blackwell? Prosecutor said, rubbish. We will be out on a stroll. Then left with Detective Fulbright. How does he get away with stuff like that? They don't interpret that as meaning he has no explicit objections. Alright, Miss Sykes, you may proceed with your therapy session. Kinda saved a little bit too early there, but I just want to make sure I have all my ducks in a row here. I've seen my share of crazy trials, but this one takes the cake. I actually think this is kind of cool. It's kind of hard to get used to it, but once you do, it's actually pretty cool. You won't believe this, but I used a body double. That wasn't the real me at the mock trial. That means I didn't almost lose my body, but I didn't almost lose. My body double did. I slipped out stealthily while my double took care of the child. I had to run up the campus. In short, I'm the killer. Juniper's innocent. Well, let's go ahead and probe Juniper. Mr. O'Connor, yesterday you said that you didn't really care about Miss Woods anymore. He did. I already told Juniper, so I might as well tell you. I don't really care about her anymore. What? Why? Yeah, well, Juniper reported my secret to Professor Court. His secret? Oh, the bribe. She wanted nothing to do with me because I had disappointed her. That's why I don't care about her anymore. I was never trying to protect her. My confession was always about one thing and one thing only. The truth.
Objection!
Mr. O'Connor, you feel great happiness in the fact that you might help set Miss Woods free. So much so that it overshadowed all the other emotions. What do you... I can hear it clearly now, Mr. O'Connor, the discord you've been trying to suppress. People don't normally feel like you do when you're confessed. So, you really was trying to protect Juniper? Yes, I'm sure of it. Hugh's feelings for her are the real deal. But that means his confession is... Finally figure out the obvious, have we? Why, Prosecutor Blackwell, you're back. The confession was naught but lies, save for the part about being in the mock trial. Can we all agree now that the killer is one in charge of the audio, i.e. the accused? Should I say that is the accused? God, why won't you have taken a longer stroll? No, you haven't unraveled the genius of my body double trick yet. You can't be serious. Do you really expect us to believe you had a body double? Yes I do. But if you think I didn't, then prove it. Either we quit here and Juniper is found guilty, or we play along with Hugh's delusion. Let's go with the least worst choice, but first let me update his testimony. You won't believe this, but I used a body double. That wasn't the real me at the mock trial. That means I didn't almost lose my body double did. Okay. I didn't almost lose, you say? Very odd. You exhibited happiness the entire time except during this statement. You don't know when to give up. Wait, now that I think about it... No, don't. Stop making stuff up. When I left the lecture hall... It was during Professor Mead's pre-trial speech. That's when I moved the body. I then slipped back in just before the verdict. So you're saying you were there the moment your double was about to lose? Yes, I was. Naturally, I wasn't happy when I saw that. In any case, I was at the far end of the lecture hall behind the screen. I figured no one would see me if I went through the doors there.
Objection!
Sykes Dono, how much longer will you indulge him in this charade? While it's true that none in the audience might see him go through either of those doors, the faculty seats on the balconies are a different story, and they have a splendid view. Heh, I thought you could do better than that. The lawyer's bench is on the right side when facing the front of the hall. I used the door on the right side near the lawyer's bench. That means my movements were only visible to someone in the left balcony seat. But that seat was empty at the time, which is only natural. After all, it belonged to Professor Court, and as we all know, she was already dead by then. That can't be right. An empty balcony seat on the left side contradicts this piece of evidence. Well, it contradicts the lecture hall diagram.
Take that!
I have no idea where this contradiction is going, but I don't have any other moves at this point. Guess I'll just have to follow it and see where this takes me. And with that, let me go ahead and save. It feels like it's been an eternity, even though I've not even been recording this for 10 minutes. You said the left balcony seat was empty, but was it really? I saw it with my own eyes. It was definitely empty. But what about this diagram? According to this, Professor Means was supposed to be seated in the left balcony seat. But if he left the lecture hall during his pre-trial speech, he would have been standing there at his seat addressing the students of faculty. God, no, this can't be right. You do no one any favors by exposing the falsity of his confession. I've told plenty of lies so far, but this part is true, I tell you. There was nobody in the left balcony seat. You gotta believe me. Doesn't seem like he's lying this time. Okay, Mr. O'Connor. Let's have you testify again, but this time don't spare any details. You got it. I'll repeat it as many times as you'd like. I mean, my Genius Escape Act warrants repeating, considering I'm the real killer. All I really care about is whether that seat was empty or not. Okay. The second floor was deserted. Why won't you believe me? It's true, I tell you. I went out through the back door without anyone noticing. Then all I had to do was go through the empty audio control room. Okay, let's go ahead and pinpoint sadness. I detected powerful sadness and fear right after you said this part. It's as if you said something you shouldn't have. What's wrong with you? You shouldn't reveal a person's inner feelings for all to see. Miss O'Connor, it's you who is revealing your inner emotions by the way you speak. Plus, I have a good idea about why you're feeling sad. You're a horrible person. Can't you just leave me be? You said that you went through the empty audio control room, but that's not true, is it? There was someone who returned from there once Professor Means finished his speech. And that someone who was in the audio control room was none other than Junie.
Take that!
I know you realize there was a problem with your statement as you were saying it. That's why you felt so uneasy. If the audio control room really was empty, that would mean Miss Woods was roaming around the campus. Miss O'Connor, if you really want to protect Miss Woods, just tell the truth. If you believe in her, revealing the truth is the same as protecting her. Juniper's innocent. That's the truth. But in this dark age of the law, the truth can be easily twisted to serve anyone's needs. When the end justifies the means, your only choice is to fight back with lies. Hugh's hurt won't hold out under this battle between truth and lies. Is there something I can do to make him recant his false testimony? I fear nothing now that I've lost everything. Go ahead, Prosecutor Blackwell. Cut me down if you wish. I thought you'd never ask. With you gone, we may swiftly proceed to a verdict. Yeah! Oh, he broke out of his shackles again. Great. I don't want to be a poor accountant down at the detention center. Hugh O'Connor, in deference to your valor, I will limit your suffering with one clean blow. Could you wait just one moment before you cut him down?
Silence!
Do not come between a samurai and his foe, Stono. Never learned about this in law school. Careful, prosecutor. Remember that shocking experience you had last time. Very well, Golden Boy may live, for now. Enough already, Mr. O'Connor. Miss Woods would never want you to protect her this way. She values the friendship between the three of you more than anything. That's where you're wrong. She doesn't feel anything for me now. But what does it matter anymore? I might as well tell you everything. This is, no doubt, news to you, but I am not and never was a genius. Sorry, but I already knew. Me too. And don't forget me. Though in all fairness, it was pretty obvious. Thought he was a genius at first, but the stuff he said was crazy. No need to rub it in, just shut up and listen. It all started several days ago. I accidentally learned that my parents have been paying good money for my graves. But that's bribery. So the bribery wasn't Hugh's idea? All my perfect scores were the product of cold hard cash, not genius. Even worse when I confronted my parents about it over the phone. Juniper overheard me. Oh my, what terrible misunderstanding. I've been living a lie. I don't know what else there is to say. I'm no genius. I'm completely worthless. A perfect zero. Hugh. Even so, I still wanted to make it up to Juniper for disappointing her like that. That's why I wanted to clear her name by pinning the blame on me. I mean, she probably hates me now, so it would be a relief for her to see me locked away. If you were trying to help her, then why did you testify against her? You were the ones who told me to tell the truth yesterday, so I thought if I did, it would help her. You wasn't trying to provoke us? Looks like we seriously misunderstood him in more ways than one. At the detention center yesterday, Junie was in tears when she opened up to me. But the truth is, the friendship between the three of them is still rock solid. If there was something that could help me prove that to you... We even have proof of our friendship. Yeah, as long as our friendship lasts, you bet we'll be carrying them around. I know. What about the proof of friendship they mention? I wonder where or what it is. I didn't buy it. It's handmade, and there's only one like it in the world. Maybe it's... No, that's definitely it. That band around his neck. Mr. O'Connor, that band around your neck. That's your proof of friendship, isn't it? Proof of friendship? Is that anything like a proof of purchase barcode? In court, evidence is everything. That's why the three friends created friendship bands. It's the evidence that proves their friendship. Oh, how very interesting. And chic. If they have doubts about their friendship, they can look to the proof they have on hand. That's why Mr. O'Connor's hand always goes to his neck when he is pressured. It proves he still has feelings of friendship towards the other two. It doesn't matter about where of those two.
Objection!
But they feel the same way too. I know they wear their friendship bands somewhere. Junie and Robin must both feel the same as you. I just know it. Everything you have said leads me to believe that. In fact, he may have also just told me that the others were their proof of friendship. Well, since he's touching his, he always touches his neck where his proof of friendship is. I'm gonna say where they're easy to touch. All we have to do is think back to the testimonies. Ready? Miss Newman holds her arm when pressured. And Miss Woods holds her wrist. I know Miss Woods very well. She would never abandon her friendship with you over something like this. And taking the blame for her will only succeed in making her terribly sad. Oh. Well, there's his breakdown.
Robin, those bands of friendship that you made, just for the three of us. You may have forgotten about them, but not me.
Hugh! Hey, Hugh!
And to think, I should have known better than to doubt my best friends.
I didn't kill anyone. And I didn't have a body double. I didn't move the body. I didn't even see it. And it may look like I'm speed reading Zen in the Art of Mastering the Bar exam, but I haven't read a single word. Well, you could have fooled me. In fact, you did. Hugh. So, Miss Sykes, can I place my trust in you? I'm going to save Junie. So yes, you can place your trust in me. Then am I to understand that the witness is recanting his confession? Yes. Most roundabout trial. I much prefer the turnabout variety myself. Now we are back to the fact that there was but one suspect who lacked an alibi, which is, in the end, the truth you've been seeking this entire time. So we're back to square one? Now I'm exhausted and depressed. It probably doesn't matter at this point, but I might as well update the mood matrix. Huh. Does this mean... Further resistance is futile. The time for a verdict is nigh.
Objection!
Please, wait. What sort of devilry are you up to now? What if our client wasn't the only one with an alibi? Without an alibi, the trial would continue, right? Well, yes, I suppose it would. But after such a thorough investigation, does such a person really exist? I'm gonna go ahead and save. Because I do think there is somebody that fits the bill. Yes, we found someone. It may have seemed like a major roundabout, but Mr. O'Connor's testimony has cracked this case. There's no more noise. You is telling the truth now. During the mock trial, the balcony seat opposite him really was empty, which now means there is one person unaccounted for. I'm sure you can deduce who that person is. Besides Junie, the only other person without an alibi during the mock trial is none other than Aristotle Means. The balcony seat was empty. That much is true, isn't it, Mr. O'Connor? That's right. How many more times do I have to say it? So basically, Professor Means wasn't where he was supposed to be during the mock trial.
Silence.
Need I remind you, every last soul in the lecture hall heard him deliver his speech?
Objection!
I know, and that's not in dispute here. Now, let me explain how a speech could be given from an empty seat. Well, considering that we've had stuff about tape recordings in the past, I'm going to say that the speech was given was pre-recorded. What if the speech was pre-recorded? That's the only way the speech could have been delivered from an empty balcony seat. Wait, are you accusing Professor Means? That's insane. I mean, he's the one who gave me the tape recorder. Take this to the police, he said, and tell them you found it. What? Really? Wait a second. Miss O'Connor, did you just say that Professor Means gave that phony recording to you? Phony? Defense will refrain from hurling unsubstantiated allegations. Well, I said he gave it to me, but what do you mean it's phony? Wow, who would have seen this development? Tape recorder updated in the court record, identified as a fake. Professor Means used you to pass it on to the police. The voice shouting "You're a goner" as recorded on this tape was dubbed onto it using a line our client said it in mock trial video. Why, this is an extremely crucial piece of evidence. Professor Means gave you the phony tape. If that's really true, then Professor Means has guilt written all over him. Your Honor, the defense moves to call Professor Aristotle Means to stand.
Silence.
The seat was never empty. 'Twas but an oversight by a dullard of a witness. An inmate who was formerly a surgeon once told me something. He said it's often all too easy to overlook critical symptoms.
Objection!
Well, we're not going to overlook this oversight. If the speech was pre-recorded, the basis for suspecting our client would be shattered. Let's check with Professor Means and see whether the empty seat was a witness oversight. A verdict without first looking into that would be inconceivable. That's enough, both of you. Now, here's my opinion on the matter. While a surgeon overlooking critical symptoms is a problem, a witness's oversight too must not be overlooked. Thus, as to the matter whether Professor Means was or was not in his faculty seat, I believe we must ask the professor himself. And with that, I'm actually going to end things off here. And the next time I see you guys, we're going to be further unraveling the real truth behind the events of the day of the mock trial. So, hope you guys looking forward to that. But thank you guys so much for watching this. Hope you guys are enjoying the series so far. I'll be seeing you guys again next time.